Okay, well, guys, today we're going to review some of the expressions that we learned this session. And I know it's hard to believe now we've been in this session now for 8 weeks. So each week we tried to do a new expression. So some of you were in yesterday's class, so you noticed we did an activity where I use the chat box. So we're going to use the chat box for this activity too. So again, no microphones for this one, just the chat box. And the idea is I'm going to paste an expression into the chat box, but a word is going to be missing. So we're going to see who can be the first person to type in the missing word. Okay, so this session, if you remember, we didn't actually meet for all 8 weeks. So we don't have 8 expressions, but in this case, we do have a few. So I'm going to paste them here in the chat box, and we're going to see what you remember. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing for just a moment, and so once again, here are the expressions, and you can just say them with me there at your computer or at your phone. So you can just repeat after me. A penny saved is a penny earned. Let the cat out of the bag. Let sleeping dogs lie. Pull through. The best thing since sliced bread. And finally, between a rock and a hard place. I wanted to mention to you, if you remember, that's a pretty, that's a kind of a recent expression, but still, that expression was created in the 1920s. So that's still, almost 100 years ago. So it's still, for us, it's kind of an old expression, but still in English, it's still kind of recent. But what I wanted to show you, so this was a big surprise for me this morning. My wife had all these people send me birthday cards, and it was a real surprise because when I opened the very first birthday card from my father-in-law, I want to show you the card. So it was kind of amazing to see. So if you'll notice here on the card, it says, "Son-in-law, you're the best thing that's happened to our family since the invention of the remote control." Okay, so guys, here's a question. Can you remember which expression this is referring to? Yeah, so if you notice, the expression is the sliced bread, the best thing since sliced bread expression. So I opened the card this morning and told my wife, this is exactly what we were studying in class.
Remote control.
Wow.
So I thought I better share this with the group here. So if you notice, guys, many times we might take an old expression and change it a little bit. So in this case, instead of sliced bread, I thought, oh, at least I'm as good as the remote control. So I thought that's pretty good, I guess. So now guys, I don't know about your situation here, but I have like 20 remote controls in my house. You guys have lots of remote controls?
No, just 2 or 3.
Just 2 or 3. Okay, well then you're lucky, because my wife complains that I have like too many remote controls. One for the TV, one for the stereo. I like remote control. So, but anyway, I thought you guys would like this card. I thought this was kind of funny. So yeah, you'll notice a lot of people will change the expression. So they might say it's the best thing since the invention of the internet, or but anyway, that's referring to that sliced bread reference. Okay, now guys, we were going to do a breakout room today, but since we have only 3 people, I thought maybe we would just do this activity together. So all 3 of us, again, we're going to use our microphones for this next activity. So I thought maybe we would at least talk about and use a couple of our expressions. So I thought we would spend a few minutes in kind of a discussion. So if you look here on the screen, I've got a couple of questions I wanted to ask everybody. So for example, Saba, would you read the question number 1 for us? I'm going to go ahead and talk about again what we're doing for the rest of the session. So as you know, tomorrow is the final day of the session. We're going to take a break for about a week or so, and then our session will return again beginning on the Tuesday, May 26th. So for this course, I just want to remind everybody today is the final chat for the spring session. So again, I want to thank everyone for joining us for this spring session, and our next online chat will be Wednesday, May 27th. So that'll be 2 weeks from now.